It's Alyss again, and welcome to another edition of Unboxing Alyss, the YouTube channel with the purple box that unboxes things. See it right there. I'm, of course, your host, Alistair Frost, and this time around, I am going to complete the ArtworkTee saga and be done with that. So, the final campaign I have is actually from Indiegogo, technically, and it was entitled Pocari Saves the Kitties, and it involved Pocari. I'm sure you all know who she is. If not, just search her in YouTube and you'll find her very easily. She decided to create a campaign to raise money for the Flatbush Cat Sanctuary. It's a kind of cat preserve in, I think, New York, which is interesting because she's in Australia. But awesome, very noble endeavor, raising money for charity. That's kind of what we furries do. We're very good at that. And it being Pocari, I was totally on board. And so she, as a patron, she gave us some advanced warning, or not warning, but advanced notice that this was going to happen. And that she gave us kind of a heads up and a chance to back this thing before it was open to the general public. And so I went ahead and did that because I wanted to support Pocari, and who doesn't love kitties? And it kind of went downhill a little bit after that. So today I will show you what that campaign entailed. I'm also going to give you a hopefully detailed account of what happened with me personally. I actually do have a cheat sheet this time. It happened a while ago, so I had to go back through my notes and just make sure I had the dates right and what was what, but I will show you what I got. But this is really what sealed the deal for me. This is where I'm like, I'm done with ArtworkTee. I am. I know a lot of other furries are. I hate to say it, but Pocari is one of them. I actually, the cheat sheet I have in front of me is actually my printout of the message I sent her through Patreon, just detailing this whole saga. And she did respond to me and said that she had cut ties at that point with ArtworkTee, as had a lot of other poppy furs, if you will. Individuals who had helped with the other campaigns, like the hashtag Fursuit Friday campaign, which I've already shown you, they were all big proponents of that. If you go onto the Kickstarter page for Furry and Proud, the t-shirt campaign I just showed you, you can see them in those shirts. So this was back before everything just went belly up, and I'm not blaming any of those YouTubers in particular, so please don't take it as that. I'm not bashing Pocari, I'm not bashing Majira or Stormy or anyone else who participated in those. We were all just kind of caught up in this whirlwind that should not have happened. So that's where I stand with that. So again, I'm not going after any particular YouTuber. My beef is with ArtworkTee. And yes, I did label this as a rant. I really try not to do a lot of rants on my channel, but this is how it's going to be, because I'm not at all happy with how this turned out. The products themselves seem fairly fine. I will say ArtworkTee seems to put out a very decent shirt. I'm wearing this one now. I probably should have gotten a medium. This is supposed to be a grow into shirt, as I said in the other video, but it's a large. And I'm a pretty big lady, but it stretches a lot. So if you still want to get their shirts, keep in mind they stretch. Without further ado, I will go into this saga. Sorry for that big long opener, that wasn't planned, but nothing I say in these videos is actually planned. I don't plan for things, I just say stuff. So this campaign was the second of the 3 campaigns I backed from ArtworkTee. I actually did look up these dates. The hashtag Fursuit Friday with the calendar and the other shirt that came with it was in June of 2019. The Pocari Save the Kitties, which is what we're unboxing today, was in August of 2019. And the Furry and Proud shirts, the ones I'm wearing, ended in November of 2019. So again, for those who are thinking, why on earth would you back this company if they're this horrible? These campaigns, as you saw, June, August, November, back to back to back, they were very, very close with each other. So when you have campaigns that close, and the materials you've ordered are not going to get done in like a month or two. It's just not going to happen. Most of the time, again, on those, whenever you go to Indiegogo or Kickstarter, the creator will have a date which they would hope to ship things out and have, fulfill everything. That almost never happens because stuff happens in the background. And for the most part, I never have any problem with it because things happen. I understand that. So, but that's where those dates come from. These are the dates that each campaign ended. So they are not even within, roughly within 6 months of each other. So that's why you feel like it's okay to back this company. They've been around for a while. They were doing really well, and all this crap didn't happen until after all 3 campaigns had ended. So that is where I am with that. But it was really just a mess. Well, around, I think, maybe May-ish, I had received a t-shirt for this. I'd gotten I think it was an $80 package, which came with a poster. The Pocari plushie that I showed you in the other video, they just carried it over to Furry and Proud, but it's the same plushie. I'll show it to you again. I believe a pin and then a shirt. I got the shirt in around April-ish, May, so that came really, really quick, and that was awesome. But I'm still missing a plush, a pin, and a poster, and so didn't know where those were with everything else going on. And at this point, with this one being in August, this other campaign had happened. A lot of things were going on. It was just, I half forgot about this campaign, to be perfectly honest. And when Pocari gave us that opportunity to back it ahead of time, we went straight, I think, through Backer Kit or something like that. So I actually didn't technically back it through Indiegogo, even though it's the same campaign. So I went through, the rest of the year going about my business. Obviously, COVID happened in 2020, and some of this could be attributed to COVID. So that's always a possibility with these issues. But this was really just too much. I'd gotten the shirt in around 2020, April, May 2020. I didn't receive anything else, and so I did ask them. I think they have an active Twitter and things like that. I don't have a Twitter account. I probably never will. So I was able to track them down on Facebook, and they referred me to their email, and I was like, okay, that's fine. So I sent them an email around May-ish, somewhere around there, just, saying, hey, I actually backed this campaign through Backer Kit. Here's my order number. I did get my shirt, thank you for that, but I'm still missing X, Y, and Z. And so if you could just, let me know what's going on with that, that'd be great. I heard nothing back from them. I sent them another email maybe a month and a half later. I'm a person that, especially commissioning artists, I'm not... Okay, just so you know, if you commission artists, don't come back at them every day and say, hey, where's my stuff? Hey, here's my stuff. Hey, where's my stuff? Don't do that. Don't ever do that, because people have lives. But at the same time, you do need to sometimes get on people, especially if it's been a while since they contacted you. So for this, I think it was about a month and a half between the emails that I sent them. I sent them 4 emails in total over roughly a 6 or 7 month period. I heard nothing back from them at all. It was ridiculous. For me, there's no other way to contact them. If I go through Facebook, they're going to send me to email, and I don't have a Twitter account, so I can't contact them that way. I also can't send them a message through Indiegogo because, again, I had backed things through Backer Kit, not through Indiegogo, so I don't have access to their email service or messaging service in Indiegogo because I didn't back the campaign directly through that. So I am kind of out of options. I don't really know what else to do. And then fast forward to the Furry and Proud campaign, again, the shirt campaign, where they weren't giving us a lot of updates, and a lot of people were really angry, and that's when I realized this is the same group that did Pocari Save the Kitties. I will try and send them something through Kickstarter, because Furry Proud, for me, I back it through Kickstarter. I sent them a message there, and they say that they will get back to me via email. I said, okay. They did get back to me via email, and again, in my emails, I had detailed, everything that had happened up until that point. I just want my stuff. When they got back to me, they said, yeah, we know that there's a delay with the Furry and Proud shirts, but, rest assured, we're fulfilling your order. And you have no idea how angry I got when I read that, because I didn't ask them about that campaign. I said nothing in my emails about the Furry and Proud campaign. I am assuming because, again, there were a lot of people angry about said Furry and Proud campaign. Whoever responded to me went through autopilot and just responded to that campaign. It's assuming what I was writing to them was for that campaign, but it doesn't. I didn't write, a novel. I didn't write a dissertation. It didn't take that long to go through what I emailed them, and it was very clearly had nothing to do with the Furry and Proud campaign. So, in short, they didn't even read my email. They just gave me kind of the stock response, and it took everything I had to not blow up verbally via email, and I, composed myself, catch more flies with honey, that whole jazz, and just said, no, I'm referring to this particular campaign. Oh, yeah. We're sending your, the stuff now. We'll give you the tracking number in the next couple days. I said, awesome, cool. Waiting for that. Didn't hear anything back. I heard nothing at all. It was about, I think, 2 weeks, and then I decided to say, hey, you mentioned giving me a tracking number, and I didn't receive it, so I was just checking up on that, making sure everything's still cool. And they said, oh, yeah, we've already sent it to you. Here's your tracking number. Sorry, we don't know why that wasn't given to you and all of that. And, okay, great. I have my tracking number now, so I put it into, whatever this is, USPS. Okay. So, I go to the USPS website, and I put in my tracking number, and it says the order has been, the label has been created, and nothing else. And it said that the label had been created 2 weeks ago. So, it had been sitting for 2 weeks. They hadn't bothered shipping it. I gave them another 2 weeks, and at this point, I'm checking that tracking number. It has not moved. That package hasn't gone anywhere. So, yeah, there's that. It finally does move. I finally got my stuff, I think in very, very late November of last year, of November 2020. And I was done. I was completely done with this company. This was ridiculous. Again, I know COVID was a thing, but this level of unprofessionalism, I saw a bit of it in the calendar campaign, not too bad, but it very much carried over here. It carried over in the Furry and Proud shirts. I laughed off that extra t-shirt they gave me in the last video. What I didn't mention, what I did forget about, was when that campaign, oh, there goes Alyss again. I killed her. In that campaign, when it first started, and I was one of the early backers, I asked them a question in the Kickstarter, under the comments. I think I was asking if they were going to have a female character for the street ally. And I had asked some questions, and several other people had asked some questions. So, within the first, couple weeks, there were 7 questions under the comment section for that Kickstarter of that campaign, not Pocari, but Furry and Proud. And they were never answered. those questions were never answered. A month later, never answered. And I was really mad. I was really upset. The other people were really upset. They had somebody coming into the Furry subreddit, advertising for this campaign. People decided to ask their questions there, since apparently they didn't want to answer them on the Kickstarter page. Didn't get any responses there. Not answering on Reddit, I kind of get it, but wherever your campaign is, when people have questions, you need to answer them there. You can't just refer people directly to your Twitter or your Insta or whatever it may be. At the very least, if you're going to have a campaign on Kickstarter and people have questions on Kickstarter or they message you via the Kickstarter Messenger, you need to answer them there. And I actually sent them a long-winded email then saying that I was ready to deplunge because this was ridiculous. I've backed multiple Kickstarters, and they've had hundreds and hundreds of comments and questions and everything else. When you have that many, it's hard to keep up with it. You need a dedicated person to just sift through those and answer questions. These were 7 questions. It didn't take that long. And they actually got back to me there because I threatened to depledge and, apologize for that. And suddenly, questions were being answered. So I hate to jump back into that campaign. I forgot to mention that in the last video, so I'll just throw it in here now. But between things like that and all the BS I just told you regarding the Pocari Save the Kitties campaign, I'm done. I'm done with ArtworkTee. Quite a few other furries are done with ArtworkTee. As I said, there are a lot of content creators, the popufurs, if you will. They are also done with ArtworkTee. And this campaign, Furry and Proud, suddenly someone was trying to cover for the company's butt and saying, yeah, the last guy was in charge, we got new management, we're trying to start over, all of that. If they are trying to do that, awesome. I really hope them the best, but there's no way in heck I'm ever backing anything from them anymore, which is gonna stink, because I really do want to support content creators like Pocari and some of the others, especially if they're doing charities, like the Last Chance Corral, like the Flatbush Cat Ranch. I really want to support those, but when you give money like this, you do expect something in return. It's not like just donating $1 or something at like Walmart when you buy something. With these, you are expecting a product in return. And they really dropped the ball on this one. So again, I don't want to just, I never bash anyone just willy-nilly, and I don't want to make all my videos super negative, but I just have to let you guys know that was my personal experience. There are quite a few that had similar experiences with ArtworkTee, and I will not be supporting them anymore. Even when it comes to their store, because in that case, I don't really have to wait for anything to be made. It should theoretically be in stock, unless it's not, then they'll say out of stock. So all I have to do is wait for it to be shipped. But the way they treated myself and their customers, they don't really deserve it. So that's kind of my saga on that. I know this video is probably already like 47 minutes long. I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to go in detail and explain to you just what I went through and where my head is at, how I reached this conclusion. So if you're still here, thank you very much. I know it took a while to get to the actual unboxing part of my unboxing video. Again, I will show you everything they sent me, even though I can't recommend them anymore. But they sent me, this is the two that I was waiting for. This is what I was waiting, like a year for. Ridiculous. And this is the shirt that they sent immediately. I will say, I didn't really want this shirt. I wanted the shirt that said Rupert on it. I'm not sure what happened with that. When I went to look at my order, it said I picked this. I don't remember picking this, but that's what it says on my order, so I can't really complain. This was also a large. Don't you stay. This is the shirt I got. So it says Plush Crazy, which honestly does fit me. I'm looking at the plushes around my living room that's behind this camera. The Pocari one I showed you. I have a giant backpack. I have Akina from Budsies over there. The Anxiety Fox is over there. I've run out of places to put plushies in my house, and now they're spilling out into my living room. So this may not be the shirt I want, but this shirt definitely describes me. So there's that. You're not getting a little mini picture of that because you can freaking see it. But I'll probably give you a little picture of the pin because it's tiny. There we go. So first we have little Pocari, which I'll just briefly hold up. This is the exact same Pocari I showed you in the last video. So just now I have two of them. So that's little Pocaris. Yay. I have the Pocari pin. I really like this one. Pin. I really do like that pin. I will give you a close up of that because it's really tiny. And the poster is exploding. Put that down. There we go. Pocari saving all the kitties. Just all the kitties. Very cute poster. I will figure out some place to put it in my living room. It might actually go through somewhere. So there's a space here that has nothing. But that was it. Yeah, it took 8-ish, 9 months and like 12 emails total to get these 3 things, which is insane. So, but you have seen the things. They exist. They are awesome. The company's not awesome, but the stuff is awesome. The poster's a little thin, but I'm sure it'll hold up pretty well. Pocari is Pocari, and the pen is fine. I'm tired now. Let me close that. But that's it. That is the Pocari Save the Kitties campaign / my ArtworkTee Rant. I'm very sorry again about that rant. I know there weren't as many tangible things here for you to look at, but let me know what you really liked. If you're really loving this plushie, if you really like the shirt, I believe the shirt you can still find on like Pocari's like Teespring or Redbubble or one of those two, something like that. I'm not sure if you can still find this pen. I don't know. I have to look that up. But the pen's really cute. I'm pretty sure you can't find a poster anywhere, but I might be wrong with it. So, let me know which of these were your favorite. If you guys backed this campaign or any of the campaigns I mentioned, please let me know your experience. If you had an awesome experience, that's great. If you're still, championing ArtworkTee, that's perfectly fine. I'm glad you had a better experience than I did. It's similar with the Budsies. There are people that had great experiences with Budsies. I did not. So it's all experience. It's just all different experiences. So again, let me know what you guys thought about this, and that's all I really have to say. If you like what I do, like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications, all that good stuff. This thus ends the ArtworkTee saga. For the next video in what month is it? July. I'm really tired. In July, I think I'm not going to do a Kickstarter, and I told you I'm not doing this until August. So I think I'm gonna do some pony stuff. I backed a sponsor box in one of the online pony cons last year, and it came with a lot of really good stuff. And I bought some other extra cool stuff. So I think I'm going to unbox that. That's gonna be a long video because there's a lot of stuff in that box. But until then, I will see you guys in my next video, and thank you for watching again. You guys have a good night. Goodbye.